here during Colorado's bye week in Boulder. We got a chance to talk to both coordinators, and as you often hear, the plan during the bye week is to do some self-scouting and maybe get home an hour earlier than you normally do when you're rolling back home at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, Pat Shermer said he might get home closer to dinner time this week. And so, I think coaches like this. But certainly, as Pat Shermer said, look, we're in the middle of the season. It's not like the work stops. And they got plenty to do, obviously. This last week makes everybody feel better when you beat Iowa State. But they're 3-4. They got a lot of work to do.
This is also a week where coaches can get out on the road to recruit a little bit more than they normally can. So, yeah, I mean, these coaches get paid a good amount of money, but, man, they really work for that salary.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's Sherman even said, again, he's like, look, we have a boring job, really. It's once the season starts, it's just all football. And, some people might not call that boring, but, it's a one-track mind, where it's pretty much football. And, I can't imagine. I think we get busy sometimes, but I can't imagine what it's like as a coach putting in those hours.
For both the offense and the defense, there was the good, the bad, and the ugly through the first 7 games. And a lot of areas for both sides of the ball to improve on. Offensively, even though they scored only 24 points against Iowa State, 17 of those came in the second half. So you feel like they gained a little bit of momentum, especially with Caden Salter having the performance that he did.
Yeah, and Pat Shermer said he feels like they're getting better offensively, and he was asked about his relationship with Caden, and it sounds like that's just kind of growing as the season goes along and getting better, and that's what you would hope, right? Maybe that explains some of the early season, roller coaster nature of this team is that, they're working together for the first time. And so the more you work together, the better it's going to be. And, he talked about Caden. He's making more good plays and avoiding the bad plays. And so certainly didn't at TCU, but against Iowa State he did.
That 3-headed coaching monster on the O-line has definitely aided Shermer's ability to call certain things this year because the pocket has been pretty darn clean. Jordan Seaton continues to lead all offensive linemen in the FBS ranks in pass protection grade so far through Pro Football Focus. He's looking like an all-conference guy. I mean, does All-American discussion start with him?
I think so. I'm not sure first team. There's some pretty good tackles out there. But I think he definitely deserves some consideration. I got a little trivia question for you. The other day, Caden Salter was not sacked at all. Do you know who was the quarterback the last time CU didn't give up any sacks?
I don't know. Sam Neuer?
JT Shrout in 2022. Okay. And so that was only like the third time in the last 70 games that CU hasn't given up any sacks. And so that was awesome to see for this offensive line, and Jordan Seaton's a huge part of that, and he is playing phenomenal. But there's other guys. I mean, I think Xavier Hill's been really solid all season. I think Zy Chrysler's really starting to settle in. I thought he had a choppy start, but I think he's starting to settle in, and it seems like they've got right tackle solidified now at this point. And Zary McGill, he's just been kind of solid all year at center.
And McGill, it seems like he's banged up too, and he keeps battling through it. It's been, I think, 3 games now. I've seen him limping around out there during the game. So he's only been penalized, I think, once all year, right? And same with Jordan Seaton. Jordan Seaton, Pro Football Focus says, has only given up 1 pressure over 400 offensive snaps. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And I mean, you think back to last year, and not just, I mean, he didn't struggle that much, but I mean, that's just as a group how much this team struggled up front. And it's pretty impressive. And for Jordan Seaton, it's kind of what the promise was, right? I mean, as a 5-star guy and the top-rated offensive lineman, you hope that's what he's going to be, and that's what he's been.
Defensively, the run game issue, stopping the run, showed up again last week against Iowa State. But I mean, if you can find a way to keep teams to converting only 2 of 12 third downs, you're going to be just fine. So that's been that was the key in that football game, obviously. I asked Coach Livingston if Tawfiq Byard is becoming the heartbeat of the defense, because that was something he talked about Cameron Silman Craig being for them last year, because it sure looks like he's kind of creating exactly the type of leadership and playmaking ability that they were lacking at the very beginning of this season.
Yeah, and he kind of joked maybe it's something to do with the number, because he wears the same number as Cam Silman Craig, but he certainly in some ways sounds like Cam Silman Craig, doesn't he? I mean, he's got that kind of fiery confidence to him, and just kind of that he's not going to – we saw it after TCU. He's not going to accept what was happening, right? He came back out, and other players in postgame the other day mentioned the accountability that Tafik took upon himself and everybody to let's get better. And you expect that out of him because, look, his brother plays in the NFL. He's learned from the best, and he's really starting to step up. And just a sophomore, but he looks like an NFL type of player and an NFL type of leader.
Amari McNeil has really come on in the last month, is playing at an all-conference level. And you asked about Jeremiah Brown. If they can get similar performances to what they got out of him against Iowa State these last 5 games, this defense is going to be pretty salty.
Yeah, they've been – that linebacker spot has been so up and down, and I think they've just been waiting for somebody, please, step up and lead that spot. Jeremiah – I didn't expect it to be him, to be honest with you, because I remember he did not have a good game at Houston, but he's come back. He doesn't play well at Houston. The next game was Wyoming, I think, and he didn't play. I don't think he had a snap on defense. He's come back in the last couple of weeks. He started. He's played really good football, and I think is he second on the team in tackles? It's up there. I mean, he's playing some good football, and the last couple of weeks is the best linebacker play they've had this season out of him, and so he's stepping up, and it couldn't happen to a nicer kid, honestly, because he's been loyal to this program and loyal to Coach Prime, and he's been waiting his turn, right, for 3 years, and for it to finally happen to him, it's pretty awesome.
You've got 4 edge players that are playing at a high level right now as well. Surprisingly, cornerback play has not been what we expected. DJ McKinney now, he's gotten better in recent weeks, and he's starting to play. I mean, one of the catches he gave up last Saturday was just an unbelievable catch by Iowa State. He was right there. So he's getting better. They still haven't figured out that other cornerback spot. Maybe it'll be Ivan Yates going forward. He had a few moments definitely in that game. Maybe R.J. Johnson comes back. This was a pretty banged-up defense. You asked about this as well. The bye week came at a good time.
Yeah, and Robert Livingston's answer was kind of funny. He goes, "Well, if Utah's listening, then yes, we'll be healthy after the bye week." So there's nothing we can really read out of what he said because he was kind of joking. But let's just hope they are healthy because that injury list is long, but a lot of it is on defense, right? I mean, there's defensive linemen, and we know Gabriel Lightfoot, who hasn't even played this year, is done for the year. I don't know the nature of Tavian Coleman, his injury, but he's had surgery. Arden Walker was out this last week. There's been some key guys out. Sam Okunlola, I don't know if he'll come back. So there's some key guys out that they need healthy bodies going down the stretch. Now, the nice thing is you've got 2 bye weeks down the stretch, so you can get healthy a little bit, but they need some guys to get healthy.
Everybody able to just kind of catch their breath this week with the bye week. So,
including us.
Including us. It came at a good time. We'll be back with more analysis later this week.